welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about my goals for 2026. So, we all know that people around New Year's, they try to make goals, resolutions, dreams, whatever, of all the things that they want to do in the next year. I made an entire list of all the fitness stuff that I want to achieve this year, inshallah, hopefully. And I'm going to be sharing them with you guys today. So, my first goal for 2026 is going to be to get those 14-inch arms. Like, I know it's probably like, it's considered to be in quote-unquote intermediate size standard. Like, of course, you're not going to be small having 14-inch arms. I mean, you're considered to lift, and but it's nowhere near like the natty potential. Like, the natty potential is way up there. Like, it's way like near like the 19-inch mark. Somewhere, maybe 20, maybe, who knows? That may be in the cards for some people. But all I know is that 14-inch arms is definitely achievable, at least for me. Of course, it's achievable for like most everyone, like, because that's like the level of, like, that's like the intermediate strength, not strength standard, the size standard. Okay, enough rambling about standards and natural potential. 14-inch arms. My arms currently are now like what, 12.5 inches. My right one is 12.5, and my left one is like sort of 12.2. So it's sort of around that, around that ballpark. So, how do I plan on getting bigger arms, you ask? It's by getting stronger at curls and pushdowns, and of course overhead extensions, because you can't forget that long head. So, my current, my best performance for 2025 in the strict curl was around 72 pounds for around 5 reps. And of course, this is like with working, like, this is like doing like 3 sets or something, 3 sets of 5, 4, 4. That's like my best ever performance on curls. For pushdowns, I have 2 pushdown variations. I have the V-bar and I have like the single rope. Yeah, so one arm at a time. My best performance on the V-bar pushdown was like what, around 50 pounds or so, or a little bit, or just a hair above 55. Like, what, my best performance ever until today was 23.5 kilos for what, like 7 reps. Yeah, not the best performance in the world, but hopefully I'm going to improve that this year. My goal is to hit, how much, taking this 50, or in fact not 50, taking 75 pounds, which is, equates to around 35 kilos for 15 reps. So almost doubling my reps and adding around, what, 15 pounds to my pushdowns, which is, in my opinion, it's reasonable and achievable within a time span of 1 year. And my goal for the strict curl is to hit 100 pounds for 5. It's a round number, looks nice. It looks nice on paper, and it's like for hypertrophy reps, and it's a strict movement. Like, there's no cheating your strict curls, unless if you're going to use some weird technique, but I don't know about. Yeah, most people aren't going to be cheating their strict curls. Like, that defeats the whole purpose of the lift. Okay, second goal. In fact, these 2 goals are on the same priority. I mean, like, I wouldn't say I prioritize more than another, but if I was going to lean to one, I would lean towards the first one that I'm going to mention right now. That is the 30 kilo chin-up and the 40 kilo dip. Like, I know, it's not that big of a number, but considering my current strength level, it is sort of it's a manageable, yet like it's barely at my grasp. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So 30 kilo chin up or 66 pounds. Of course, this is like for 1 rep. I'm not like aiming for like 5 or something. So my current best performance is 22 pounds for 3 reps. Of course, this is like at a body weight of like 160. Of course, this is training weight, not fasted weight, because there is a difference between training weight and fasting weight. There's like, I fluctuate like around 10 pounds or something. My morning weight is like what, 154-ish, and my training weight is like what, 160-ish. So it's around that ballpark. So yeah, my best performance was adding 10 kilos, 10 weight, like 22 pounds for 3. Like, that's what I was trying to say. So, like, my estimated 1 rep max based on my rep work is around 17.5. So that's around 12.5 kilos on my weighted chin-up, which is around, like, what? How much? Let me try to convert on the top of my head. That's probably, what, 25 pounds? Of course, this is using mind math. Yeah, so 25 pounds to my weighted chin-up. Who knows? It may be it's like barely at my grasp. And what else? Getting 15 body weight reps. Like, I have one day where I do just like either banded or body weight, and I have another day where I use lower reps and I add weight. So a 30 kilo chin up and 15 body weight chin ups. And chin ups because they're easier than pull ups, and I suck at pull ups, to be honest. Yeah, so my third goal. The third goal is the 40 kilo dip. 40 kilo dip and like around 15-ish ATG body weight ones. Like, not that big of a number, not gonna lie, but it's like barely at my grasp. Like, my best performance up to this date, last time I tested my max on dips was like around plus 20 kilos, so 45 pounds or 1 plate. So technically I've joined the 1 plate club, at least in dips. So yeah, like what I said for chin-ups, I have a heavy day, have a light day. One day I do high reps, or I do the ATG variation, or another day and I just do like weighted heavy, like for like 4 to 6 reps, around that ballpark. And of course, it's like doing a decent tempo. I mean, like, I'm not doing like CrossFit reps because those do not count. Okay, that's all my upper body goals. I don't have any like overhead pressing goals for this year. Like, I mostly do like OHP, like, as quote unquote an accessory for dips, and for dips, and just for dips. I mean, like, I don't have any other main pressing variation. I also do BTN press, which feels nice. It feels really good on the delts. Like, my shoulder joint doesn't bother me at all. And yeah, it's a nice lift, but I don't have like any delt specific goals this year. Okay, that's enough with upper body, because to be honest, that's what most people care about. Okay, now to lower body. Okay, my goals for my lower body performance, I have 2 main performance metrics. That is the zombie squat and the deficit SLDL. My current best on the zombie squat is 130 pounds for 7 reps. Again, not the best performance in the world. We got Alec Ankiri squatting like 400 and taking it for a ride. Yeah, he did it for 1 rep, right? Yeah, like around that. 130 is not that big of a number. Inshallah, I'm going to change it this year and turn it into 225 by 5. Again, it's not like it's not like some strength standard online or would say. It's basically a round number. I mean, like 225, like people usually hit it on bench. And for 5 reps, it's like it's all multiples of 5. Like, if it's, as long as it's a 5, it's all good and dandy. Okay, I usually zombie squat twice per week. Usually I do like 3 to 5 sets of anywhere, like my like the floor of my rep range is like around 4, and I usually sometimes I go up to like 12 reps. I mean, like, of course, it's not using the same weight, but yeah, like I'm usually around that rep range. So hitting 225 by 5 would be like a nice goal to hit at the end of the year, or who knows, I may hit it earlier. Okay, last but not least, the deficit SLDL. My plan, inshallah, is to hit 225 by 15 reps. Yes, you heard that right, 15 reps. Usually people don't recommend doing high reps on SLDLs or leg compounds in general, because usually they say that form can degrade and fatigue and spinal and all that stuff. But in my experience, I mean, like, I'm still learning how to do an SLDL. I mean, I mean, I only started doing them recently because I was on my whole good morning shtick for the last 2 years, and I've gained like an appreciable amount of strength. I mean, I can do like 6 Nordics, so my hamstrings definitely aren't like non-existent. So enough rambling about that. My current best on SLDLs is 175 for 9 reps. I hit that like what, last week. So I'm like, that's decent considering the depth of the deficit that I do it from. Like I'm guessing it's like 2 or 3 inch deficit off the floor. And I'm doing this, of course, with like fully straight legs and trying to keeping my my core braced and my back straight. So basically, it looks like a back extension but instead of doing it on the back extension thing, or they call it the Roman chair or whatever, instead of like having the pad to support your hips, I don't have that. So that's basically what it looks like. And of course, my traps have definitely been thanking me for that. Like this is my fastest trap growth in like a long time. Because good mornings don't actually work your traps. Okay, yeah, I just do deficit SLDLs twice per week, and I try to progress or add weight when I can. Like I usually do a rep range of around like what, 5 to 10 usually. Sometimes I'll go higher, sometimes I'll max out. I mean, like, of course, it's not recommended that you max out on deadlifts all the time, but it feels nice maxing out on a deficit SLDL on like keeping your back fully straight. You feel gnarly. Like the feeling is gnarly. You're just doing a lift that people are afraid of. You just like it feel the feeling. I can't describe the feeling. Okay, that was it for this video. That's all my goals for 2026. Hope you guys like the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, notification, all that nice stuff. Yeah. Okay, I guess that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know I said it twice. See you guys later. Assalamu alaikum.